Hello, welcome to another episode of the Book Fix podcast where we save lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli. Hello.
Hello again. I'm so glad that we're able to be here.
I know.
Physically together.
I feel like for the batch of things that we're filming, it needed to be
together.
Yeah.
I needed to look at you.
Yes, thank you. It's so weird doing it remotely because we did for the past few episodes. And I can't see you. So sometimes when I would talk, I'm like, do I shut up now? Should I
just keep going? Or is she even there?
Because we have little cues when we look at each other and we're like,
okay. Shut up now. No, I'm just kidding.
This is a long-awaited episode.
Only for you and I, though. Nobody else.
Everyone in the world.
We mentioned these Hollow Vows in our tier list. But before we talk about that, why don't we talk about tropes, book tropes?
Okay.
Which trope would you say you have beef with? Like, which one wronged you? Which one wronged you?
Like, I'm just going to say it?
Yeah, say it.
Don't look at me. I don't like when characters cheat on each other.
Oh, well, that's a given. Who does?
But I feel a certain way about it because I don't like it. But then sometimes I'm like, I get it. I get why you did it with that.
Oh my God.
It hurts and I don't like, it's a hella red flag. But there are specific books where I'm just kind of like, you had to.
Yeah.
You had to, queen.
You had to. Please do it again.
I know.
With the next guy.
But that's like, I would usually avoid books that had cheating in it.
No, same here.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Also, the pregnancy at the end. I hate that.
The accidental pregnancy trope?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Can you even think of a book that has that?
No, because I wouldn't read it.
Because I avoid them.
Because I think it was a fan fiction I read a long time ago. And it literally was like the girl in high school and she got pregnant and then was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But then I was thinking about myself. And I was like, hell no. If I had gotten pregnant in high school, I wouldn't be here talking today. My parents.
Where would you be?
So gone. Would have been gone. Who knows? They wouldn't tell me.
You'd be dust in the wind.
I can't even imagine. I know for a fact that if I were to ever go through that trope,
yeah,
I'd be working 5 jobs right now. My parents would be like,
get to work.
Be a provider. Yeah. I hate those two.
Yeah, I think the accidentally pregnant one is pretty bad. I don't like that one either. I typically don't love miscommunication most of the time, but sometimes it's really juicy.
I get
like
you.
If it's done well, I'm like, damn, the drama.
That's me also with jealousy because that's one of my favorite tropes. But you can do it wrong because some are just so toxic.
Like it just keeps going. It's like, damn, when is it gonna end?
Stop. Make it a page long.
Oh, then you would think you would love After by Anna Todd.
I know,
but you don't.
Wait. But it's bad.
What?
All the Toddettes come for me. Oh my God. Yeah.
Wait, that's actually really cute. If that's not her fan name,
it is.
It needs to be now.
Yeah, I know. But we are going to be talking about the end of a duology. These Twisted Bonds by our girl Lexi Ryan. And if you do not know, we actually did talk about these Hollow Vows once, and it was in our tier list because this book was recommended to me by Yajaira.
Because I was obsessed with the first book. When I got the first book, bro, I devoured that book.
Did you think you would like it as much as you did?
No, I didn't. Well, I wasn't sure, to be honest. So I think that's why I had no expectations. Maybe that's why I really loved it.
Yeah.
But I really wanted us to go through this together. And we actually did talk about it another time, but it's not out yet.
Can I just say, I think it's funny because I would have never read this book.
You always say that.
But if it weren't specifically for the fact that we went to Barnes and Nobles and you're like, I'm going to buy this and give it to you and you have to annotate it and give it back to me.
Yeah, because I wanted you to. And I gave it to our friend Melissa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I
Oh
want her
my
to do the same.
God.
So we're all gonna have a different color. Mine was red. Yours was crazy. And
Yeah, mine was
Melissa
crazy.
is purple, I think.
Okay, mine was blue, green. I
Yeah,
think. Those are my
yeah.
two colors.
Mhm.
Did you like my drawings in there?
I did. I thought it was cute. She drew the main characters.
That's
Not
Phineas
Brie
and
though.
Ferb.
Yeah, literally. I thought that was cute.
Oh my God. But we were so in love with the first book. We both gave it 5 out of 5s.
Mhm.
And we're going closer to the end of the year. These Hollow Vows is still like my top
Same.
for book of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be talking about the second book.
Mhm.
Thank you. I do need emotional preparation.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna try to summarize the first book.
There will be
and
spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled,
just go read
read it right now. Go.
because we're spoiling both.
Mhm.
But let me try my best to summarize the first book. You go ahead and just anything you want to mention. If I forget to mention it, please do. But it is a very dense book, so I do recommend you read it first. These Hollow Vows, the first book to a duology, follows the life of a peasant servant girl by the name of Abriela, and she is a good thief, and honestly, she ain't living the best life, but it's good enough for her to continue like this because she is in servitude. She is in debt. And everything changes when her sister Jazz is sold to a fae, specifically the King of Shadows, King Mordius, who is the brother of Oberon, who used to be one of the most well-known kings in
He
the
was the
Faeland.
king, but then he went away, and then Morbius took this opportunity to swoop in, and he took the crown pretty much.
And is a horrible man. So book 1 follows Abriela as she attempts to get her sister back while also getting caught in the hearts of 2 princes. Prince Sebastian, aka Ronan, who is actually a human that she grew up with, but oops, he's actually a prince. He lied to you.
Yeah.
And Prince Finn, who we just met him, but
This is crazy.
kind of everything. Here's my number. So call me maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. So Prince Sebastian is the prince of the Golden Fae.
Yes.
And Prince Finn is the prince of the Throne of Shadows, or the Shadows, pretty much. So they're like 2 opposites. One is unseelie, one is seelie.
Yes. At the end of this book, Jess is found, and Abriela is so happy, and she feels so loved by Sebastian because it's Bash. It's her boy,
It's
Bash.
her boy.
And, you know, at the beginning of the book, she was so against Faye, and she was against everything and their morals and their culture. But at the end, she decides she wants to bond with Sebastian, which is like as big as marriage. It's
bigger than marriage.
It's a very huge thing to do. You're basically giving your life to your partner.
Yeah, you're linking your souls.
But at the very end, we figure out that Sebastian had ulterior motives, figuring out that Abriela had a connection to the crown of the Seelie and Unseelie court. He takes her crown, bonds with her. She's about to die, and she is forcibly turned into a fae.
Yeah, she had the crown of the Unseelie court.
Yes.
And we also find out that Bash is unseelie, not seelie, because that's the reason why it kills her.
Yes.
And that's why she gets turned into a fairy.
Yep. Sucks. That's how book 1 ends.
Sucks.
She was completely deceived by the man she loves.
Yeah, which I ate up. I was like, damn, this is
I
so
know, I'm
juicy.
full.
I was so heartbroken. That's why I left a mark on me.
You want to know what, too? I get so hurt when reading love triangles, but this one was so good.
Yeah.
Because the whole time you're reading the first book, you cheer on for both of them.
Yeah, because I was the same way as you, where I was cheering on Bash, and then I was like, no, wait, Finn. No, wait, Bash. And you just go back and forth.
And when it hit that ending and you get that betrayal,
Yeah.
fuck. It was so good. So starting the second book, this continues the story of Gabriela, who is on the run from Bash. And although she does not feel as in love with him as she did at the beginning of book 1, this book instead digs deeper into the issues of the Seelie and Unseelie court. Now, with this bond with Bash, Gabriela makes the choice to help the Fae. So with the help of Finn and Sebastian, she is determined to get rid of the queen, which is Bash's mom, from the kingdom in order to help the courts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she's ruining everyone's lives.
Yeah,
because she was a little jealous.
A little
jealous, maybe.
A little jelly. But gosh, that is a lot. Please go read the books because I didn't even get to explain the entirety of the first book, and I feel like it doesn't do it justice. Just a little summary of it.
I know. And some of those moments are so juicy. You have to read them.
So why don't we try to guess how each of us felt?
I have no fucking guess for you. You go first.
Really? Okay. You love the first book so much.
So
I can't
true.
even emphasize how much you loved the first book because I remember when you gave me
either.
I remember when you gave me the book. I don't even remember what you were saying, but you were trying to be like, "Oh, and you're really." Just like crying.
I had no words.
I'm so appreciative of you for recommending the first
Thank
book.
you so much.
Because my God. So I'm like so excited to hear your overall thoughts of this one. Because I think that you like the intention of this book. I think you appreciate the story. However, I don't know if you like our main character as much as you probably did in the first book.
Okay.
Sometimes character traits are pushed a little over the edge and can make them feel like they're acting uncharacteristically. And there were moments in the book that I marked that when I read it, I was like, oh, I don't know if Yajaira would appreciate this.
Do you want to give an example? I don't know what you mean by
like Abriela being super against Fae culture and everything, which I thought she was over by the end of the first book. But there was one part where she was like, oh, do they just not like a human, a sick little sick mortal, stupid fuck mortal sitting on their throne? And then it wasn't that at all. And she's like, oops.
My bad.
There were several moments like that where it was just like, oh my gosh. And I think you caught hopefully some of them.
She was betrayed by a fairy, but I mean,
okay,
details.
I do think there were points in this book though that probably like were not as good as the first, but I do think overall you liked it because you really love Finn, and I think he's your favorite character in the entire everything and the entire book first. I think you gave this, even with all that, oh, that's kind of hard. I'm going to say a 4. 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Not quite a 5 because it wasn't the first book, but I think you really, really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No,
No,
thank you. Yeah, I have no idea. Can I just like not guess?
Why is it so hard?
I don't know. I can't get into your beautiful, beautiful mind.
Thank you.
Just look at me.
Don't look at me.
I'm trying to guess. I'm trying to find the answer in your eyes.
I'm trying to get better at having a poker face because you know I'm really bad at it.
I feel like you're pretty good. Okay, so you read this in the span of 4 hours.
Yeah. I'm a fast reader.
Okay. Don't brag about it.
I'm not, but
I don't know if you liked this book as much as the first one. I feel like things happened a little bit quickly. Like near the end, I wasn't really sure if things were going to be able to be wrapped up. So because of that, I feel like you'd give it a 3.
Whoa. That's a very strong guess. Very middle ground.
Shut up. Okay, fine. A 2.
Really? So you think I'd go lower? Because of the end? Or specifically other parts? I'm not that hard to get.
I think you are. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. I think you would give it a 4. Solid 4. Nothing else.
What? You just said like a 2.
What did I?
You said 3 and then you're like, a 2. No,
I did not say 2. Is that you telling me something?
I know. Okay,
I'm gonna guess
4.
a 4.
Okay, what did I guess again?
4.
4.5. Okay.
So a 5, because if I were to rate it on Goodreads, it would be
You'd
a 5.
have to give it a 5. Let's just talk about this book.
Let's talk about it. Okay, so.
Wait, first, we gotta even start before you open the book. You don't know how many times I took this book to the laundromat with me with the intention of reading it, but never did because I got distracted. But, and I would fucking have this on there. I fucking hate this cover.
Really?
I hate this cover.
Why?
So much. I love the front because the front is Gabriela with our boy Bash.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good one. I fucking hate how Finn looks in this cover.
Why?
He looks so freaking suspicious.
He is suspicious.
I know, but he looks so not good. And I fucking hate his face. I hate the side eye. Because I was like, I'm going to be reading this at the laundromat. And all the freaking abuelitas and compas are going to be walking by and be like, wait, why is that man looking at me funny? This made me embarrassed. I hate.
I think I kind of like it.
I hate it.
Which is weird because I normally don't like covers like these, like this.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of cute.
Can you? Okay.
I feel like Brie looks different in the back though.
Be me. Okay. Yeah, she does. That actually is a different girl.
Yeah, that's why I feel like
a stunt double.
Because they took the picture at the same time.
Yeah, they did. This is actually one picture. You're right. She does look different. She has like different eyebrows.
That's my biggest issue with it is that she just looks really different. I think Finn looks good though.
I mean, he does look good. I just hate the freaking face he's making. And okay, we got to do it. Wait, hold on. How is it? How's the position? It's. Wait, I want to be Finn.
Wait, you're pushing me.
I'm sorry. Don't go away.
I want to be Finn. Okay, fine.
Okay, well,
wait,
because his arm's like this, so, and then it's like, I can't. So you have to be looking down. You have to be looking down.
Why are you looking at the camera like that?
That's what he's doing. Should we recreate this?
These should be our Christmas cards.
Wait. Now we got to do this one. I hope someone's watching this on. Oh, thank you. On YouTube, here you could just. You're Gabriela.
Don't touch me. Respectfully.
It's funny. You're like this. Don't fucking touch me.
She just slapped my hand. Okay, let's do it opposite.
Who am I gonna be? Oh. She's so no thoughts in her mind.
No, you're looking.
Just wait.
Oh, you're Brie.
No, yeah, you're
okay.
You're getting like really comfortable. Well, what are we?
Okay. Moral of the story is we're redoing this picture.
Don't you feel
embarrassed?
Like yes.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Because if I'm holding this at the laundromat and they happen to actually read what it says sexy, surprising, and full of secrets. And he seems like a very secretive man. And I'm embarrassed.
You just reminded me of something. I actually did take this book to work. I was so embarrassed too, actually.
Okay. See?
Because, they didn't see the back. They only saw the front because I had it on a table.
Okay.
And I would literally... Oh my God, I would put the schedule over it to hide the cover. I come back, the schedule is gone. I'm like, who moved the schedule? Every time I would put the schedule to hide the cover, it would be gone.
They were curious.
Yeah, they were.
They were curious.
Those bitches.
Those
Don't
bitches.
touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh my God.
I didn't even think about that. Damn.
So,
moral of the story is
0 out of 5 cover. I was less embarrassed.
0?
Yes, I can't. I get so embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed? It's not like any of them are shirtless.
I know, but it's just like...
I kind of wish they were.
No, that would make it better. No, I can't take this to work. I need to... If I could take Den of Vipers to work and they would have no idea what I'm reading.
Why would you mention Den of Vipers?
I don't know, just like top of my head, whatever. Always thinking about it. But I like the cover for the first one better than the second one. Not for the contents of the book. Not for opening the book. Let's talk about this casually.
Yeah. This book starts off with Brie having run away from Bash. But unfortunately, they have bonded. So now she's feeling him. She's feeling his anguish, his heartbreak, his sadness.
I can't because they said that the feelings that are passed through can sometimes be passed through like as phrases. So literally she'll be like just sitting there and in her mind she can hear his voice like, please come back, please, 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 please,
Please, please, please, please, please, please. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
He's spam texting her.
Literally. And she's just trying to have a cup of coffee. She's just trying to sit down, relax, kick her feet up. And she's just hearing him in her ear.
Dude, and it sucks too because it's mentioned that after her transformation to becoming a fae, she should have rested because no one just goes up and continues on. So she's feeling horrible, tired, dehydrated, hungry, all of this, but she is just running away.
Yeah, because she keeps running. She does not stop.
Until she reaches a motel where she overhears these people talking about the
Unseelie.
Unseelie camps?
Yeah, because the Seelie have put camps up for Unseelie children, and they're pretty much like torturing them, right? And so she overhears that, they got their powers back because they didn't have their powers for a minute.
Yeah. And so she's so moved by this, and she has nothing else to fucking do. So she's like, if I'm Fae and I have all of this magic in me now, might as well use it for a good reason. So she goes to one of the camps and just fucking goes wild.
No, literally. And again, she has not rested. So she is like spent. She uses up all of her energy.
And she meets someone at the Unseelie camp who is literally like, oh my gosh, you're helping? Okay, go ahead and help.
You know what? Queen pop off.
Hell yeah. And he's a really cool guy. Calls him like, oh, my friend, I guess, that I just met here. But she saves these children and immediately passes out and wakes up at a different area. And it turns out that friend that she made, he's a king.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Misha.
King
from the
Misha,
Wild Fae.
Who is related to Petra, by the way.
If you remember her from... Actually, remember her. Hello. Do you remember her?
Yes, from book one.
Yeah, from book one. We didn't even mention her.
But Abriela is now staying with Misha. And Misha's like, you know what? You can stay here as long as you want. You rest up. You do you.
He's so funny, though, because he's like, you're the one who has these princes, like... around their finger. What did he say? Like, he's like,
you have all these princes, like, basically
wrapped around your finger,
groveling for you, and you fucking smell.
Yeah,
like,
you smell really bad.
I can't imagine ever wanting to sleep with you. Actually,
it was so weird. And then she showers, and he's like, I get it now. I see the vision. I see it. I'm here for it.
It's funny too because one of his powers is that he can read minds. So he's never gone. He's like always there. Oh my God. But he's very likable. He's very charming.
He's funny.
Yeah. And she likes spending time with this guy. Mostly because now she's in a kingdom where Sebastian can't come in.
No. He knows that she's there, but he can't go. And Misha also helps her train because she wants to block out Sebastian. And Misha tells her, it's not foolproof. It's not perfect. You can try, but you just have to keep like strengthening your mind.
Okay. Let me just say that whole section where she's training with Misha to like block her bond, basically. I hated that.
Really?
I hated it so much. Because when I thought training, I thought it would be like, okay, imagine a rock. Okay, open your eyes. And like, you know, like something like that. Very Naruto-esque. But like the fucking idea of like, okay, close your eyes. There's a window, paint it black. Don't paint it. Shadow it black.
Clean it.
And I fucking hated that because it felt very like, okay, we did one training.
And you're not perfect?
We're good, though. We're never going to train again. It felt so quick.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was one of those quick moments.
But I do like the idea of her blocking off Sebastian. Because, my God, this boy did not let her go.
And then it's so funny because both Sebastian and Finn try to visit her in her dreams. And she was like, nope. Nope.
She pushes them out. Because at first she thought it was just dreaming of them until Finn was like, okay, not Finn. Sebastian was like, okay, come back now. We're waiting for you. And it's like,
come back. If you love me, come back. And she's like, oh, this isn't just a dream.
Okay, so she's staying here with Misha at this kingdom, but she is so like restless. Like she needs something to do. So Misha recommends that they go to an unseelie camp. Right? They're going to go with Amira, which is Misha's wife. They go and she sees how bad it is for the children right now. And she's so moved by it. And she's like, oh my God, I want to do more to help. And Misha's like, oh, well, it's good that you want to help because actually Prince Finn is coming. And we're going to be talking about what to do to help these unseelie kids. And you can be part of it or you can leave.
I mean, oh yeah, because he gave her the option. If you want to just hide, I won't tell them that you're here because they don't know. But also the kids start falling into a deep sleep, and that's supposed to be a sign of a falling court or a dying court. And so she feels very moved by it. She's like, "Oh, I have to do something to help. Like I have to do something for these kids because she's seeing these kids, and they're just like fucking unconscious."
So we get to the point where Finn is about to come. And before anything, because at first, even before they even have that conversation, she is so against seeing Finn. She is so against seeing Sebastian. She just does not want to be part of anything.
Yeah, she doesn't want to see either one.
Until Misha pulls out his familiar, which is just like a hawk. And it's like, oh, by the way, I think you should see this. And it's a conversation between Sebastian and Finn. Before we even... Sorry, we're already there. I fucking wish Gabriela would have had a familiar. That familiar was brought up once.
I know.
I think that hawk died right after. My familiar can only see one vision.
And that's dead. It. He's dead now. Sorry. That would have been so cool.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, a wasted opportunity.
It was a very wasted opportunity. But it was a good opportunity because that familiar spied on Sebastian and Finn. And
that they had a little moment.
The freaking characterization of both of these characters in this book specifically, I didn't realize how much I fucking loved Finn until he came back because he's such a fucking flirt and just loves to make Sebastian feel like uncomfortable or like he's losing. So Finn and the rest of the gang were literally talking about like, we have no fucking idea where Gabriela is. And Sebastian just comes in and is like, I know that you left Gabriela with Misha. And it's like, yeah,
actually we did.
We totally did. I played a game of Uno with her and sent her away, actually.
Before she went to go see him, she actually came to see me. Yeah. So weird.
She missed me and loved me so much. Weird. You didn't know that? Like, it's so funny, like, how much he messes with him. Oh, I fucking love Finn. But
before this moment, I was already like, where the fuck is Finn? Like,
I was waiting for him, too.
Anxiously.
Too much Sebastian.
Too much. Because we kept hearing his thoughts. I was like, where the fuck is Finn?
But we see this, and it pushes Gabriela more into, like, okay, I do want to do something about these unseelie children. So I do want to help. And I'm okay with seeing Finn again because we are only here for the unseelie children. I'm not here for anything else.
No, but then doesn't she show up in his dream? No, she shows up like IRL. She shows up in his like room. She's like playing with him. She's like, if you want to prove to me that you're sorry, you would go like destroy one of the...
You're talking about Sebastian?
Yeah.
Yeah. She does, before the meetup with Finn, she does go to Sebastian and ask for that.
She tells him to destroy one of these camps because Sebastian thought that his mom had eradicated all of these camps, but
I hated that.
Fucking didn't. Of course she didn't.
I think I wrote in my book that I hated that he was like, but she promised.
She promised she would, and my mom never lied.
Why are you just doing this? It's embarrassing. The girl is angry.
You're ruining my life, Mom.
I know. I'm gonna go tell her right now. And he like gets out of his race car bed. Like,
why is it always a race car bed?
He's such a mama's boy. It felt like it the entire time.
Yeah, but
okay,
not enough. I thought he was a mama's boy too, but I mean, we'll get there. But the ending, I was like, okay, never mind.
But it's funny because the whole Prince Finn and Gabriela meeting again, it was so...
Oh my God, wait, first, let me just say, so they're having a meeting because they're trying to figure out what to do about this curse happening, right?
Yeah.
About these kids falling asleep and whatever. There's no one in the Throne of Shadows, and that's what's causing the court to die.
Yeah.
And Gabriela can't sit in it because she's not unseelie, and Sebastian can't sit in it because Abriella has the crown.
Yes.
And so they're all in this fucking like round table, big ass table. It's Misha and it's Finn and all of the friends, right? And she comes in. I literally was screaming. I was like, oh my God.
And the first one who notices her isn't even Finn, it's someone else. And they're like looking at her like, oh
my God.
My God.
You're fucking here.
Oh my God. I fucking love that they met again.
But she held her ground though. Yes. Like she didn't let seeing him again like deter her.
Neither did he though. It, like there was that moment of looking, but then after that they were very on like just talking about the plan. It isn't until she goes to her room where he's in there.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking laughing. Didn't he feel much more like a flirt in this one than he was in the first? No, he did.
I was like, thank God. Finally.
I know. What do they even fucking talk about?
I don't even fucking know.
But they meet up.
Wait, don't they kiss? Is this the first kiss?
No.
In this book?
Hold on.
I did mark it.
Oh my God, wait. When Finn was talking, or sorry, when they were all talking at that round table at that meeting, they were trying to come up with a way for someone to basically take over and for Sebastian to lose the crown. And one of the ways is actually for Abriela to sacrifice herself and to end her life. And for a moment, she's just kind of like, I mean, maybe. And Jalek looks at her and says, are you ready to end your days to pass over the power? And before she even answers, Finn snaps and says, that's not an option. I fucking love that. Because that was like the first point since they first met up where you can tell that he does care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It wasn't just a joke.
Yeah,
it wasn't just for laughs.
They basically meet up in Abriela's room and she's so like, I don't even want to talk to you. You consider me a mistake. We're not friends. I don't trust you. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to go to the Unseelie camps to go check on the children or go to wherever they were. And he's like, okay, I'm going with you. I was going to go anyway, so I'm going with you. And they end up going to these camps. And that's the first point where they see the kids in the long sleep. Right?
No, I think she had already seen them, no?
I think she had seen them, but she didn't understand it.
Yeah, he explained that it was the first sign of a dying court.
Fucking the whole time they were traveling and he kept looking at her and she was like, what are you looking at? Do I look weird as a fairy? And he's like, no, not at all. I'm just staring because I'm glad you're okay. When I learned you had bonded with him, I feared that you would die.
And she did.
She did. And then she keeps mentioning that like, oh, you and Sebastian are very alike. And he gets mad often. Says, I'm nothing like him.
They're brothers.
They're brothers, kind of alike. But like the same girl.
They're both princes.
Bitches, but also bitchless. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I kept writing that. I wrote bitchless kings. Okay, we're gonna get stuck. This could be like freaking Spanish love.
I know, it really is. Okay, wait, can I just say, so Sebastian shows up, right? Eventually he shows up.
Yeah.
And of course he's a lovesick fool, like you said.
Yeah, he is.
So he's like, babe. And they kiss. And because of the bond.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And because of the bond, she's like feels, you know, the surge of emotions of like his love for her, right?
And I hate it because they kiss. But doesn't Finn see it?
Yeah, Finn walk. Yeah, because he comes in and he's like, well, that didn't take long. And
you forgive him easily.
It like made me feel so bad.
Because he didn't understand. He didn't understand what was going on.
No, but I mean, I was also writing that. I was like, girl's gonna fold so fast.
Yep. Oh my fucking God.
She did.
You know what sucks though? Because there's that bond with Sebastian and Gabriela. And honestly, with seeing how Sebastian talked, I fucking hated him at some points. But at other points, I felt really bad for him because he did just genuinely want to try again. That's all he wanted. And he kept mentioning, like, you never want to try again. That's why this doesn't work.
It's because you don't want to give our love another chance. He's like, I know you loved me too. And she is slowly coming to the realization that, oh, maybe I wasn't really in love with him.
Yeah.
Because when she bonded with him, it was an act of like fear. Like she was scared for her life because she was given the crown by the King Oberon.
Yes.
And so many, like the courts were going to be after her because of this. And so she was scared and she thought, oh, Sebastian can protect me.
Yep. And she was so deceived by him that she's like, I can't love you. Like, I literally can't. You did the worst thing that I cannot forgive you for. There's no chance between us. But he's like, no, there is. I'm never going to break this bond. I love you.
No, there is.
You know what fucking sucks too? A lot of this story has her and Finn basically doing all the work because they have to do it together. And I don't really understand why.
Because the kingdom, the court of shadows loves Finn. And Finn was supposed to be the king, but he can't because he doesn't have the power and he doesn't have the crown. Abriella has the power, Sebastian has the crown. So they should be rooting for Sebastian, but they don't trust him because he's the son of the Golden Queen and she's the one who cursed them. So because of this, that's why Finn and Bree have to do everything together and make it seem like, oh, they're actually kind of a couple, but not really.
You know what hurts? The first time that they kiss, it's such a genuine kiss. Which, by the way, Lexi Ryan writing her kiss scenes,
hit. They fucking hit
so much.
Yeah.
I've never read a kiss scene where I'm literally like putting down the book like, oh,
fuck.
Oh my gosh. I was so fucking moved. And it sucked too because the first time they kissed,
it was so
pain. Heated. And she felt pain because she could hear, please stop. No, please.
No, she felt pain in her heart, but she knew that it wasn't from her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, he's here too.
I know. Sorry. I know we're kind of together, but oops.
Because remember, they're bonded, so he can feel her emotions.
But she could also hear him like saying no. And
stop it, you whore.
And it sucks because every time she pulls away, Finn is always like, are you okay? What's wrong?
Because she seems like she's in pain.
Yeah.
So she's like, are you okay?
Oh no, it's just my boy.
Oh, yeah. And then she says, you can't kiss me. And he's like, why? And she wants to tell him because, I can't be with you because I love you because of blah, blah, whatever. I don't think she said I love you, but whatever.
But she says because of Sebastian.
She says because I'm bonded with Sebastian. And he's like, bruh, and?
I know. But look at all these people I'm bonded with.
So what?
But he's never experienced being bonded with someone who's still alive. That's the thing. But he does mention like bonding with someone isn't supposed to hurt you. It's supposed to be a good thing. But
Sebastian's a little bitch.
But through the journey, because there's even a section where there's so much tension between Finn and Gabriela. But she's literally like sitting with him and she's like, I don't love him anymore.
Yeah. When she said that, she was like, I don't think I ever loved him. Like, I think I was just afraid to be alone. And Finn's like,
wait,
I was just eating, girl. What? let me set this down.
Lunchable, but okay.
Lunchable.
Yeah. It was when I think they were in the water.
Yeah,
they were having that conversation.
I think so
and then it's like, oh my gosh, this is my moment. And they're
let me swoop in.
I know they're about to have fucking sex in a cueva. In a cave. But then she feels it again. And it sucks because
she can't get away from it.
Yeah, this constant feeling is hurting all three of them. So there's no winning in this situation. It's just she can't be with Finn if Sebastian and Bree continue to be bonded.
Yeah, and it is alluded that the only way to get the power out of Sebastian would be to kill him. Well, I think Misha was the one who brought it up. Yeah. It was like, well, we could always. Oh no, was it Jalik? I don't remember.
It was one of them.
Somebody brings it up, and Bree's like, "No, we're not doing that.
Yep,
we're not doing."
She continuously brings it up, continuously brings up not doing it. But it is brought up often by several people that it's like, to the point where you think I thought
it was gonna happen. I was like, his head's gonna roll. I didn't want him to die, even though he was annoying and a little baby. And a mama's boy, which is honestly the worst part. Yeah. I really didn't want him to die.
Me neither.
I wrote it down, so I was like, I swear to God, Lexi, if you kill him.
Because I did not want him to die, and I really, really didn't want him to kill himself.
Okay, so they're going on a road trip.
Good for
And they're
them.
trying to find the high priestess, which she could make a portal to the underworld.
Mm-hmm. And the reason that they want to go to the underworld is because one of the most well-known queens, Queen Mab, was so wise, and they think that she probably has like
The
advice.
answer.
Yeah.
The
of what
solution
do.
to this
Oh my gosh.
to this mess.
So when they're with Juliana, fucking her and Finn just click.
They be clicking. I think they're friends. I think they're more than friends. Bro, I was jealous too. I was like, why is she all over him?
Hello. And dude, there were so many moments, not only when they were with Juliana, but just from there on, where Brie would be waiting in her room and she'd be like, where the fuck is he?
Okay, yeah, because they were sharing a room. Because remember, they're pretending that they're together.
Yeah.
And so, because everyone loves Finn, that's why. And so the only way for them to respect Brie would be if they think, oh, Finn loves her.
Yeah.
And so they're supposed to be sharing a room, but Finn never fucking shows up. And she's just waiting by the bed, like, in lingerie, like, where you at?
I fucking hate it too, because at one point she sees that Finn doesn't come back. So she hides in the shadows, because that's one of her powers. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
She hides in the shadows, and she is eavesdropping on Juliana and Finn. And Juliana's like, I can't believe you're here when you have all of that in that room over there. And he's like, oh no, trust me, it's hard. It's tough. But freaking Brie is like, oh, yeah, well, he doesn't like me. He can't like
He doesn't like me like that.
I mean, I get it. I'm hot, but he can't like me.
I don't think I'm serious.
She
for
never
him.
really, puts two and two together. But
She's a little slow.
I fucking love this scene because she basically goes to sleep. She feels bad for eavesdropping. She goes to sleep. And she wakes up, but she sees herself asleep. Mm-hmm. So she's like, oh my God, I'm in a dream right now.
No.
Right? Isn't it?
Oh, I think you're right. Wait, but she's so jealous of Juliana that she sees herself cutting off her hair. Or
she's like, this is a dream.
Yeah.
So she's cutting off the hair, and she comes back and basically leaves the scissors and the hair like on the dresser and sees Finn
sleeping.
And just goes on top of him.
She gets on top. She straddles him. Yeah. And she's just like humping him. Like, well, he wakes up, obviously. Yeah. And they're like talking, and he's like, what is
the fuck are you doing?
Is this a dream? Am I asleep?
Yep.
And she's like telling him that she's been wanting to do this, that she likes him, and blah, 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 whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then he looks over to the bed and sees her. And then it's like,
she's sleeping on the bed.
And then looks at the Brie that was on top of him. And that's now more like a shadow. It's something that's not corporeal. Mm-hmm. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God. And so then she wakes up. And it's basically like, I thought that was a dream. Oh,
and he's like, you dream about me often? Wait, hold on.
No, you're making it harder and harder.
I love that he was like, you could have just asked. I don't know.
Oh my God, it's so fucking good though, because after that whole talk, he basically says like, next time you do something like that, I'd rather you do it as you. Yeah. Because I could have all of you.
Not the shadow version of you. Yeah. So she becomes a shadow pretty much.
Yeah. So funny though, because they're like sitting there and he's looking and he's like, whose fucking hair is that?
He sees the hair. He's like, what the fuck? And then when he realizes that she was jealous, he like, it inflates his ego a little bit. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's what I thought.
I fucking love him so much. He's so good.
Bro, me too. But then when it was revealed that he was like becoming weaker, we don't know why. And we don't know why. When he like confesses to Brie, like, oh, there's just moments where I've just felt really weak. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh my God. I thought he was gonna die too. I was like, damn, I know. She's losing both of them.
I didn't want to read it because I was worried that this book was going to end with both of them dying, and the way to bring the court back was for her to take over. And she was going to become a new type of queen. That's where I thought this was going. She was going to kill Finn. Or no, sorry. Whoa. She was going to kill Bash, and then Finn was going to die. And I didn't want that.
I have a broken heart.
Yeah, thank you. They go to visit the high priestess, and they have to, like...
The high priestess is not a fan.
No, they present Gabriela, and it's like, it's funny that you're here with Finn, yet you're bonded to a different prince.
Yeah. She was being really rude about it.
Yeah, she was.
And so pretty much she refuses to help them, which she's supposed to help them. And so the fact that she doesn't help them causes her to die. Because she like, what the hell happens to her? Like, she just starts fucking fuming at the mouth, no? And they're like, what the fuck?
I forgot she died.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Oh my god, because Juliana gets hella mad.
Yeah.
Fucking kill my mom.
That's my fucking mom.
Damn.
And so I forgot who shows up. Someone else shows up, no? Or something shows up that pretty much reveals that Abriela is a descendant
Of Mab.
of Mab. And so
that's where they come up with the idea, like, if you're the descendant of Mab, she might be inclined to wanting to help you.
Yeah. So the portal will be here.
Yeah.
Go.
So they both go to the underworld.
Well, before they go, can I just say, like, while they're like in their journey or about to go, Juliana comes back and she like gets down on her knees. She's like, oh my God, you are my queen. Because, you know, she's a descendant. So now everyone starts getting down on their knees. And she's like, Abriela is like, I did not sign up for this. Wait.
Kind of hated everyone that was Fae before, but
I actually didn't even like this court. Can I be the other court?
I know. Wait, this is unsealing? Oh, gosh.
The wrong court.
Take back seats.
I'm just kidding. I can't even remember the Sealy court.
Yeah, me neither. It doesn't matter. But they go to the underworld. And there's a section in the underworld that's kind of like a no signal section.
No signal?
That's literally what it is. There's like your bonds are invalid. You can't use your magic.
Literally no signal.
And fucking they both take fucking advantage of that.
Girl, if they didn't, I would have been so pissed. I would have been so mad. And it's so funny because once they get to this section where they can't use their magic anymore and she can't feel Sebastian, it kind of felt like Finn was like, okay, well, here's where we're gonna sleep. Let me go grab something. And she's like, okay, is it gonna happen?
Yeah.
Is it not gonna happen? And it fucking happens. They have sex.
Good for them.
Lexi Ryan does a really good job at writing these types of scenes. Like the emotion behind her writing. Fuck. I
fucking loved it.
I felt the desperation.
They have sex twice though, right? Because they have sex once and then they both go to sleep and then the next day they have sex too.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Oh my God. They love each other.
I know. I was literally like, fuck, bro. I ship it.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
No, because I feel like you've been saying a lot that you really love Finn. I want to make it known I've always loved Finn.
I know you did.
From the very beginning. I was like, this man, there's something special. Literally. No, you liked him too. You wrote it on my book, unless you were lying, maybe.
No, I did like him, but it didn't hit me until this book. Fucking much I love his character. And I think I like him a lot because of how much of a flirt he is. And it's funny because I think there was a scene where he was sad and she made a comment and then he started to become flirty and I was like, oh my God. They know each other.
You know why else I really liked Finn? There was a moment closer to the beginning or maybe the middle where he reveals to her that he actually knew about her, that he knew where she was, but he didn't actually like do anything about it because he wanted to make sure that he didn't hurt her, even though he didn't even know her. Unlike Sebastian, who like
put himself in there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I thought that was really sweet. Like I really liked his character.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Okay, Pop.
Don't get me wrong though. I love him, but I still fucking hate this cover. I was looking at it when you went to go change the camera. I thought he looked different the way I imagined him. So I
love him. Don't come for Finn, okay? Lexi, I got your back.
Anyway, they get out of the underworld. Well, actually, they talk to Mab first. And Mab basically tells them what they already know. Like, you either kill Sebastian or you kill the queen. But you gotta do something.
Yeah. Like, she is absolutely no help.
I know. I fucking hate it. And it sucks, too, because there's a section where, like...
they're trying to escape. When they're trying to escape and Finn's like, just go, leave me, because it's
but
like...
what does Mab say to Bree again when they poof Finn out of the room for a bit?
I think she pretty much tells her that she has to either kill Sebastian or she has to stay with Sebastian because he had the power.
Or she could just become mortal and leave. Wasn't that it? It's like, why are you even doing this? Like,
yeah, just be mortal again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was an option.
And then at this point, Bree realizes, oh, I don't want to be mortal. Because, this whole time she was like, oh, if I could go back, then maybe.
Yep.
Nope.
She does not want it. But yeah, her and Finn escape or try to escape. And they get caught in a section where there's like a monster that's trying to drag them down. Yeah. And it actually does catch Finn. And he's just like, you go. You leave without me. Leave. Oh, because we also figure out that Finn is tethered to Bree.
Yeah.
And this is something that's not really talked about much because of how rare it is. But when you're tethered to someone...
And it's only in the Throne of Shadows.
Yes. When you're tethered to someone, the higher fae basically can use your power.
Mm-hmm. So they drain you and you become more powerful.
And it's stronger than a bond.
Mm-hmm. When this happened, I was like, I knew it. I knew there was something there.
I love the fact that both of them feel it too. It wasn't just her who felt more powerful around.
Yeah, and then you can also see it in the first book because she's so drawn to him, but she thinks it's because he's a descendant of Oberon.
Yeah.
And that's why she feels this connection to him. But of course, in this book, we find out it's not because of that. It's because they're tethered together. And that's why. No, sorry. I'm telling myself that. And that's why he's been weakening. Every time he's been weak, it's because she's been using more power.
So now it's a fear of, if I use too much, I might kill him. And she hesitates when they're escaping because she could technically use her power to get rid of the monster. But she's so scared of Finn dying. Mm-hmm. But he, at this point, tells her, like, you need to not come for me. And if you need to use your power, then you use your power.
Yeah. But then there was another moment because she gets ambushed by a group of people. I can't remember who. And she doesn't use her power. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's from the Golden Queen. Yes. The Golden Queen sends people to capture her. And they're like attacking her. And she does not want to use her magic because she doesn't want to weaken Finn. And then when she gets saved, whatever, Finn shows up and he's like, you need to not do that. You can't do that to me because I want you to be safe. If you need to use my power, use it. Yeah. I'm not that weak.
Mm-hmm. But when they are escaping from the underworld.
I should also say, it's because she also didn't have much practice, too, with her power.
She's using too much of it at once.
Yeah, so once she started to use it more, he wouldn't weaken as easily.
Mm-hmm. So while they're escaping, they both come to the realization that there's no way she's killing Sebastian.
No, none at all.
Yeah, so in the future, it really is going to be her, Gabriela, and Sebastian running the courts. Mm-hmm. And Finn is like, I don't think I could do that.
He's like, I can't be here while you're, with Sebastian. And he gets offended because she's like, well, I don't have to be with Sebastian. I could still be with you. Yep. But really, her and Sebastian will stay, they'll stay bonded and they'll stay, I guess, married in the view of everyone else. But he was offended by that. He was like, no.
Not your bitch.
I'm not your whore.
Yeah.
But if you want me to be, I will be.
No, you ask. But when they go back, Sebastian sees both of them and he can already feel that they...
Oh, he knows. He could smell it all over her.
He was like, I knew as soon as you got to that no signal section, I knew what he was going to do to you.
I knew he was going to use you. But it's so sad because Bree has already made up her mind. She's like, you know what? To save the courts, I'm going to stay with Sebastian. Not like with love, but just to save everyone.
And she does tell Sebastian this too. She's like, I will never love you, but yes, we can stay together. And she's already to the point because she's asked him time and time again, please, let's break the bond. Let's break the bond. And he's like, no, I don't want it. I still love you.
Oh, yeah, because in order to break the bond, both parties have to be consenting. Mm-hmm. And there was no way Sebastian would be down.
And there was a part where he was like saying like, do you regret bonding with me? Do you regret like this whole thing? She's like, well, what's the point in fucking regretting? It happened already. Yeah. Like, there's no point in going back. And she's so like...
She's so defeated. Yeah. She's so unhappy. She's like, I'm just doing this for the greater good of everyone else. Well, fuck my life, I guess. Yep. And it's so sad because Sebastian, in moments he feels like a child because he's like, I know as soon as we break the bond, you're gonna go straight to him. Why? So you could just be with Finn? And it's
so
just
funny
like,
because there was one section that said that, and I literally wrote, "Yeah, bitch, I am gonna go to Finn. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm gonna do."
because I think she does tell Sebastian. I'm pretty sure she tells him that. Oh, I fell in love with him. Like I love him, but he obviously can feel that too.
Yes. Oh God.
The freaking angst in this book, so juicy.
Oh,
so
God,
juicy.
Hurts, though.
It hurts. It did.
I love how in love Finn is with Gabriela, and how much he shows it in this book. So it just makes it hurt even more.
I know.
Because I was so like, there's no way they're gonna end up together.
Same.
Someone has to die.
I thought Sebastian was gonna die. I was like, oh my God, someone's gonna kill Sebastian. Because I didn't think Finn would do it.
No.
He was too nice.
He was too nice. He would.
Such a good guy.
Yeah, he totally never did anything bad.
No, never.
Oh, wait, to bring up just like a stamp of how much I fucking hated Sebastian throughout. There was that one scene where Finn was talking to Sebastian, trying to just rile up Gabriela, and is like, oh, go ahead and tell her how you kept all of those girls that were...
I forgot about
that were like trying to become queen too, and you just bonded with them and used their power. Go ahead, tell her.
I'll wait.
Finn, you promised. You said you were gonna say anything.
Okay, because to add more context to that, so in the first book, it was pretty much like The Bachelor, right? There were other girls in the Golden Castle that were waiting around, and Sebastian told Bree that he let them all go home. Yeah. It was a fucking lie. He used all of them.
Yeah, he did.
I was shocked. No words. I was like, what the fuck?
I was so fucking mad. Oh, God.
Because it felt like Sebastian was very calculated. Like, everything that he did it to, like, make himself seem like a better person. Because even when he tried to justify what he did, like, he betrayed her, he still didn't really feel remorseful. It was very, like, well, I mean, I had to do it. Like, my mom was going to kill you. Yeah. And I wasn't going to let that happen.
Not rude. Oh my God, I fucking hated it. But when it gets to the end, Sebastian and Bree
are walking. Where the fuck are they walking?
Who knows? But
they walk. Oh no! The Queen.
Yes,
the Queen. Talk about the Queen.
Yeah, because they were walking with someone. Rian.
Oh my God, fucking Rian. But where were they going? I can't even remember now. They were going
they were
somewhere.
Walking with someone who was also with, I think they were with Kane as well. But they got separated, and it turns out Rian, he's a fucking traitor.
Well, he's been a bitch since the first book. I literally wrote on the second book, I was like, did everyone forget that he literally drugged Bree?
You do that once. No, but he betrayed them and basically took Sebastian and Bree to the Queen. And the Queen was like, oh, with the blood of anyone descendant of Mab, it like helps me grow stronger.
Yeah, so she was going to kill her last.
Yes, but she was bleeding out Jazz, which is...
Oh yeah, when the sister showed up out of nowhere.
I know, that threw me off. I like saw her name and I was like, wait.
I forgot about her.
Bree did too for a second. I have a sister? No, but... at this point, it was like all is lost because Bree was put in a tomb.
As well as Sebastian.
Yeah.
They're in a tomb together.
And there's no getting out. And fucking Sebastian, this whole time, the mom is like, I tested you. I was going to see what you were going to do. You're just a freaking weak ass bitch. And the whole time
you think like, that I was going to give it to you?
The whole time he's like slurring his words like, I didn't know. Mom, I didn't.
Why didn't you tell me this was a test I didn't fucking study?
You always do this to me, Mom. You always do this. You always put me in the tomb.
So we thought that the Queen really loved Sebastian, but
she doesn't give a fuck.
She doesn't give a fuck about him. She was never gonna leave the crown. She was gonna stay queen forever. And
the way that they get out, because they're in there. And because it's so dark and there's no sounds and really nothing,
I think there's also something blocking their power.
Yes. It just feels as if months are passing by. So they don't know how long they're in here.
And I really like this part because Brie has a moment of realization where she just starts kind of like contemplating her life, right? And she's just like, oh, I was never meant to be as sweet or forgiving as my sister, Jazz, because Jazz is so optimistic. And I think Mab mentioned the shadow, right? To let the shadow take over.
Yeah.
But the shadow feels like it has a mind of its own where it's like, no.
Yes.
And so she just realizes like, oh, but I'm a thief and I'm meant to be in the shadows. And so she kind of like gives the shadow like a thumbs up, like, go ahead, wreak havoc. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. And the shadow does.
She does.
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember what the shadow does.
She fucking kills everyone.
Does she kill the queen?
Yeah.
The shadow kills the queen. Okay.
I think the shadow kills the queen.
And then
I don't remember actually.
I think Brie kills the queen, but then Sebastian kills Rian, which is his best friend.
Oh, his best friend.
Oh, I'm a little upset, but it's okay, I guess.
He lost his best friend and his lover. Oh. I was talking about Brie, but
okay, he lost literally everything.
I feel bad for him.
But they were only in there for 10 days. They get out and by the way, for her to use, because the whole magic thing that like
blocking,
limiting them from using their magic, she had to pull from Finn.
Yeah, she did.
So she was absent for 10 days. So him feeling that
he was like so happy. He was like, I thought you were dead, bitch. Yep. When you were pulling my power, I could breathe again.
But we reach the end of the book and it's already like set that Sebastian and Brie have to rule together. And I think even before the whole queen thing, when they were already set that they were going to kill the queen, Sebastian had said, okay, Brie and I are going to rule, but I do not want Finn anywhere near anyone because I don't want another guy freaking sleeping with my girl.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it was really sad because Finn was just like, okay. Like he was like already packing his bags and shit. He was like, all right.
Oh my God. It hurt.
After that moment, also Finn, because he was really hurt by Brie suggesting that he, be a side piece, Yeah. After her nearly dying, he was like, girl, I'll do anything. If you want me to be a side piece, I'll be a side piece.
I'm ready.
I don't care anymore. But he was asked to leave, so that's really sad.
But when it gets to the end, Sebastian and Brie are talking. And
they're walking somewhere. Yeah. I know that they're walking somewhere. I can't remember where they're walking to, but it's somewhere like important.
Yes.
To what they're going to do. Maybe
it was like a river thing that they had to go into to like solidify their bond and make it stronger.
I think so. But he starts asking her questions. He's like, oh, you wouldn't be mortal if you could. If you could. Yeah. I'm not saying the possibilities on the table, but
it kind of freaking grabs her necklace, cracks it like a whale. It kind of is. And a liquid comes out of this necklace that he had gifted her a while ago.
When they were married or bonded.
And basically the liquid in it, if you drink it, you become immortal again. And then she's like, well, if I had this around my fucking neck since book 1, bitch, why didn't you tell me anything? And it's like...
They're supposed to be really rare too. Or they're supposed to say they're extinct. It's like a certain rock.
Yeah.
But
he basically said that he didn't say anything because he was being selfish. He was being a bitch.
Yeah, and he realizes, you know what? We can't be together because he can't be with someone who what the fuck are you doing?
Isn't that what happens? He's like, I can't be with you. And he like grabs her hands and like...
Yeah. Right? He pretty much ingests the liquid, which... Since the very beginning, we knew that a sacrifice needed to be made, which we all thought it would me and you. We all thought it meant, she has to kill Sebastian. Yeah. But this was a sacrifice as well because he ended his Fey life to become mortal. And I was like, you know what, Sebastian? Low-key rooting for you.
Dude, just kidding. It's so funny because can you imagine? Because when that happened, the bond is gone.
Yeah, they're not bonded anymore.
And Finn is now human. Not Finn. Sebastian is now human. Can you imagine Finn being like, oh my God, bitch, get out of the way. Who are you? A mortal ass bitch. And it's funny because Brie was mortal, but it's like,
gonna do for you? Nothing.
You're gonna go in your race car bed with
Oh
your
my-
mom? Your mom's fucking dead. No, they were really appreciative. They didn't do that.
Can you imagine if that actually happened though?
I know. Oh my god.
No, but for real though, I was like so shocked that Sebastian did that because he's been a bitch this whole fucking time.
I love that fucking sacrifice though, because it's everything he was. So for it to now just not be, it's like, oh well.
Yeah,
That's it. And she even tells him, like, you know, I told you that a great king makes sacrifices, so you're a really great king.
No,
like-
doesn't he say that?
No, he says, they say it to each other, I think, because there is a moment where it's like, no, you're good. You're good, Sebastian.
So he just wanted to be a great king, and he fucking was.
Yeah.
So he is glamored so that everyone thinks that he's still Fae, but he is technically just a human.
Yep.
Doesn't that mean he's gonna die soon?
Yeah. Oh.
For real soon.
Every time Finn and him meet at like a barbecue or something, it's like, oh my gosh, Bash.
Let me check at
What
the
year is
time.
it?
Wait, how old are you again? Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a really good weekend, isn't it?
you know, mortals only live till they're like 80-ish,
Yeah.
right?
Would really suck if, I don't know, you got sick. Anytime, you know that one meme on TikTok when you hear the cops and you're just like, ooh,
And his eyes just get bigger, like, oh my god, yes.
But at the end, Abriela chooses Finn to
Obviously.
rule next to her, with her as king. And they choose to bond with each other. And because they're tethered, they will share their power equally. And even though she's not going to solve all of freaking fairy racism in a day, it's
I mean,
like...
she did.
I know. Oh, you're right. But even though she's not going to do that, she's like, it already feels like it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
The end.
The end. Oh, yeah, and Jas stayed with her in the court, in that court.
The end.
And everyone loves her.
Now the end.
No, but at the end, they bonded.
Yeah, they did. They bonded.
Okay, now the end.
Thank you. Oh my god, dude.
Wait, can I just read you something that I annotated?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for my annotations.
I really
too.
wanted to share something with you. Okay, so we already mentioned they're tethered together.
Yes.
Finn and Bree. So there was a moment where Sebastian is carrying Bree because she's like spent. She used up so much of her magic. And Finn's like, I understand. I've got her. And he takes her because she feels more powerful with Finn, right? And this is still a moment where Sebastian's being a little baby and he's like jealous. I wrote down, this is like the moment in Eclipse where Jacob was hugging Bella in that tent while Edward could only watch.
Oh god, you're right.
I was like, damn, this is so
I
sad.
fucking hate it. Eating pussy, what a gentleman.
No, for real.
Oh my god.
So many times I just wrote Finn with the little heart.
Me too, dude. Or like, fuck Sebastian. You want to know what though? As much as like I liked Sebastian at the end, I really hated, because for a love triangle, it should be more like the first book where you're rooting for both of them.
Yeah.
Because in this one, I did not root for Sebastian at all.
That's so weird that you say that because I was still scared. Because when she confessed her feelings, it was like closer to the middle. Maybe not exactly the middle. But because of this book cover, which Sebastian is in the front, I was like, wait, does Finn die?
But look, she ain't even looking at him. In this one,
She's not looking at
she's more moved, but he's not looking, actually.
She's not looking at him either. So, no, I agree, though. I kind of wish that it would have been more equal on both sides.
Yeah. I wrote at one point, because I wanted it to be equal. So I wrote at one point, specifically page 354, when he's like, you're mine, Abriela. I found you first. Like,
Oh my
you
gosh,
know?
so true.
I wrote, what is she, a prized possession? Ew, gosh, how did Bash become such a bitchless man?
Bitchless?
I'm very disappointed, actually, that the book is leaving him with no redeemable qualities. Fuck this. I was so angry that they were doing that.
No,
to
I
him.
was angry too because I kind of hated how he was portrayed. Because I was like, damn, he was so much better in the first book.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a moment where I was so tired of Brie ping-ponging, because she did that in the first book. You know, she would go to one and then the other and then the one and then the other. And I understand the bond made it hard for her to really, you know, pick Finn.
She never explained herself, though.
No, she didn't. And so at one point I was like, you know what? I don't even care what happens. I just want Finn to be happy. I just want him to be alive at the end of this.
Yeah, I do.
That's all I want.
I kept writing, Finn is the perfect man. Finn, oh my god, Finn. Damn, Finn, kind of hot. Oh my god. Do you want to tell them how you really helped Lexi Ryan out with her grammar?
Oh my god. Thank you so much for bringing that up. So there's a part in this book where the editor kind of missed something. Okay, on page 181, it says, he swallows, be ready to leave before dawn. He says, it will a long day. And so I added with my pen, it will be a long day. And I put, I got you, Lexi.
You really do.
I was like, don't worry, Lex.
Looking out for her.
I was like, don't worry, girl.
Oh my gosh. I think we're done.
Are we?
We need overall thoughts.
Is there any other scene you want to talk about before we get to overall thoughts?
The fact that Finn felt bad that that Bree was taken from her home. So one of the most beautiful places that used to belong to him, he gave to her so she can at least have a place to call a home. Oh,
yeah, that was so sweet, because this was like when there was a possibility that she would still be with Sebastian.
Yes.
And even when her and Sebastian were going to be a thing, he didn't regret it. He was like, no, this is your home.
And it sucks because he had actually thought about giving that to her near book 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was already set.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but, you know, shit happens.
Sweet. I was so excited to read this book. And that's why I read it so fast. Because it was one of those books that, like, I have to fucking finish it. Mm-hmm. And I kept going. My God. I love all the characters. As much as some of what Bree did, like her uncharacteristic racism, that threw me off. Speciesist. Mm-hmm. That threw me off so much.
I know. I was confused.
But not enough to like put me away from like this whole book. I think the plot was really good. I love both Sebastian and Finn, even though Sebastian's kind of a bitch sometimes. But I really like I've never read a book where it, like a duology specifically, where both books are good. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, this was such a good ending. Mm-hmm. It did kind of throw me off that they just made Sebastian a human and just didn't say anything about it. Mm-hmm. And I really wish there would have been more moments in this book that showed the three of them becoming friends. Because after Sebastian had made that choice to become human, it kind of felt like Finn was just like, oh, my brother, never hated you.
Never doubted you, bro.
Bash, can I call you Bash?
Can I call you Seb? No one calls you Seb.
I know, Sebi. But it felt so rushed at that point. It kind of makes me a little sad that they didn't take more moments from this book to build all three of them. Because there was one point where Sebastian and Finn had to like work together to come up with a plan, but it didn't show it. I was like, that's such a waste. I want to see both of them going like, yes, we both like Brie.
Let's not talk about it.
But we need to like work together. There could have even been moments of both of them being like, huh, Brie doing that. Don't you get it? And it's like, oh yeah. Oh, I get it. Like,
yeah, I hate when she does that.
I know. There could have been more of them having a brotherly bond. Mm-hmm. So it would have felt more realistic that they actually had a relationship. Mm-hmm. Not just one that was there. Because it kind of felt like you really only like Sebastian because he gave up his girl. It's like, oh,
I mean, I would too. I'd be like, she's my friend.
I don't know. That's the only really thing that bugged me. Overall, I fucking love this fucking story so much. I can see myself rereading this duology a lot. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for this to come out in audiobook. I do want to listen to it.
It's not an audiobook?
No, not yet. Oh, well, no. I'm thinking about Scribed. It's December 14th release date.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
But overall, these Hollow Vows was a 5 out of 5. But I feel like 5s, they can be so different. you know?
Different emotions.
Yeah, so I give this a bit of a lower 5 out of 5.
Wait, what?
It's still a 5, but it's like these Hollow Vows. And then it's right here. So it's still a 5.
You give this one a 5?
Yeah, but I still love these Hollow Vows more. Thank you.
How big is your 5?
My 5, it's so funny because I feel like I've been giving a lot of 5s recently. So my book of the year list
It's gonna be so many options.
It's so crazy to think about that I experienced and loved this book the same year that we read freaking Malice.
I know.
Under the Whispering Door. We've read so many other 5s.
Woven Kingdom for me.
Woven Kingdom, Crooked Kingdom.
You didn't give that one a 5.
Oh,
You're like, now I did.
With time, it grows fonder. But yeah, 5 out of 5.
What? I was way off.
Yeah, you were.
Damn. See, this is why I can't guess you anymore. I'm done. No more guessing.
Oh, can I mention one thing too?
Yes.
One thing I really appreciate is the idea of sacrifice. Because there's so many stories that we've read that do that. Well, that I've read that do that. So, for example, Raven Boys. And it's not the sacrifice, but the loss of hearing.
Yeah.
And how big of a difference that is, but it doesn't affect anyone else. If anyone's watched Full Metal Alchemist, the loss of body parts doesn't affect anyone else, but it affects you. And it sucks because this affects Sebastian, but honestly, no one's going to be like, Sebastian, because, I mean, you get to end up with whoever you loved, but Sebastian is just given this. And I fucking, I love that so much because it's so sad, but there's really nothing else you can do or say to help them. Just like,
because it's their burden.
Yep. I fucking love that. I love Sebastian.
Oh,
I love Finn more.
A turn of
Don't get me
events.
wrong. I know. You know what?
All of a sudden, I was rooting for Sebastian.
Suddenly, that race car bed does not look that bad.
Suddenly, it feels like it's way more comfortable than I thought it would be.
Is that a queen size race car bed?
You know how much I love cars. The movie, not okay. Anyway,
so what is your overall thoughts?
Okay, so here's the thing. I actually wrote it down. I'm gonna just read what I wrote because oh my god, I'm just gonna read what I wrote. No,
I just want to see how long. Oh, okay.
I just want to read what I wrote because this was my genuine thoughts at the time. Okay, let's see how I feel about it now. Okay.
What time was it when you finished reading this?
It was night. Okay. It was nighttime. It was probably like 10 p.m. Okay, so I wrote, no bias here because I love the world that Lexi created. This story gave me so much serotonin, it's insane. I love Finn the most, but Bree is special to me too. I wish this was a trilogy because damn, that ending felt so rushed. I also feel like we didn't get a chance to see Bree as a leader, like as the queen. And I wish that we did. Some moments felt rushed, like she never really reconciled with her friends, like Preeta?
Yeah.
It just kind of happened. Didn't get to see Jas make this world her home either. Didn't get to see Bree and Finn exist with their bond or just as a couple. So many things I wish were shown, but even still, I'm happy with the story, mainly because of the happy ending. So when I first finished the story, I was so sad because I felt like that angst that was happening between Finn, Bash, and Bree. Yeah. I really wanted there to be more like more sweetness, more cuteness, more fluff. Yes. I love angst, but I want fluff to balance it out pretty much. So I think that there were moments where I was like, I don't know if I love this book. I don't know if I love this book as much as the first one. But then when Bash did that sacrifice, I was like, oh my God, this is literally the perfect way. Because no thoughts. I had no idea what was going to happen between them. I didn't even know if this was going to be a happy ending or not because I don't know if you were the same, but I heard nothing about this story.
Yeah, me neither.
Radio fucking silence. Yeah. I don't even know if people read this story. Yeah. Am I the only one? But I still really loved Bree's character. I did think that it was a little weird that she kept flip-flopping between wanting to be mortal, wanting to be fair, or not wanting it, but accepting it, I guess. hating the fairies. But I feel like Bree is just, she was thrown into this.
Yes.
She was thrown into this, so I feel very empathetic to her situation. Yeah. But the moments that Finn and Bree had were so fucking good. Bro, I love Finn. I feel like Finn is probably like one of my favorite book boyfriends. Like,
I freaking knew it.
One of my, like,
Me
top,
too.
one of the
Me
tops.
too.
I'm just like, bruh, no one can beat Finn. Like, the things that he was saying to her, because she was so ready to sacrifice herself for the greater good. And he was like, girl, no, nothing is worth your life. Nothing. Oh, and then there was that moment where he got down on his knees and washed her feet in front of all of the court of shadows, I think. Yeah. Because this was symbolizing that he thought she would be a good queen or a good ruler or whatever. Yeah. So this was a big deal. And so when he did that, I was like, Finn. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be reading these two stories a lot. I still really love these Hollow Vows more, though. Yes. I think I'm the same way. These Hollow Vows, top tier, 5. Nothing can beat it. I wouldn't give this one a 5, though, only because I wish it wasn't so rushed. Like, if Lexi was right here in the room, I'd be like, girl, there should have been a third. There should have been a third book.
What are you giving it?
I'd probably give it a 4.5.
A 4.9. It's like right below.
A 4.99. A 4.9876.
But because I do have to round, I will, I guess, give it a 5.
No, I think I'd give it a 4-ish. I don't know.
4-ish.
4-ish.
If put on Goodreads, you'd put a 4.
I think so. I don't know.
I guess I'll put a 5.
No, because I feel like talking to you made me more excited about this story.
Me too, because when I came in here, ready to work.
Ready to chambear.
I was more leaning towards a 4.
Oh.
Until you, like, remind me about, like, sections I really liked. And I'm like, okay, it wasn't. I enjoyed it. Like, I guess that's. We would suck at reviewing. Yeah, the book was bad, but Finn is hot, so...
We literally review books. What the fuck are you talking
about? That's literally us, though. We're like... I don't know. Sebastian just feels... He has bitchless vibes.
That's you, not me.
Like, calling myself out?
Like, if we were to only strictly write reviews on Goodreads and that's it.
Suck.
We... Who's we?
Mine would always start with like, okay, hear me out.
No, literally, it would. Yes, he's a monster, but he has a big heart.
Yeah. Also eats pussy.
And
come on.
A gentleman.
And everyone in the comments, yes. So agree. Oh my god.
But I think 4-ish. I don't know. I'm like flip-flopping. I feel like the duology was so good. 10 out of 10 would recommend the duology.
Yes.
So I'm like between 4.9999.
The last duology we read was Malice and Misroll. And for some reason that one didn't pop off. No. And I really hope that this one does because
it deserves it.
Yeah.
It deserves love. Oh my god. No.
No, I literally hate the back, dude.
Don't.
Just both of them.
I don't know why you hate the back so much. It's so good.
Him. He looks suspicious.
And
who holds him? I don't know.
What about it?
It's weird.
I can't wait to read your notes. If you read my notes, it's a lot of like, bitch, what?
I need to go back because I was kind of on a time crunch. I'm going to go back. Thank you. I'm going to go back and write more notes, and we have to switch off books.
Okay, so no, I'll give you my book, and then you're just going to copy everything that you wrote onto mine, okay?
I need to add more, though. You need to wait until I add more.
Okay.
And I need to fix all these dog ears. It's kind of annoying.
You have a lot. So apparently Cheli told me that the lower the dog ear, the more she loves.
Yeah, if I dog-eared, like, really low, that means that it was a section that I like a lot. And then some, it's like, you know what? I like this section, like this one. I like this section, but is it really going to change me as a person? No.
Damn.
But thank you for everyone who is listening to us in podcast form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere else hello, or anywhere else you get your podcasts on. If you can leave a review of 5 stars and a rating, that would be amazing. Thank you for everyone who has been leaving 5-star reviews too.
It really means the world to the both of us, and it really helps out for us to become more recommended to other people. So it's been nice to see how many people have given us 5 stars.
I know. If you are watching us on YouTube, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we do post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But just be patient with YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube, we're still catching up.
Yeah. For social media, if you want to follow us on Instagram, it is under the Book Fix Pod, THEBOOKFIXPOD. I don't know why that was so hard to spell. But we don't post as much on there as
Not yet. I'll get there.
Yeah, as I would like to. But we do post a lot on TikTok.
Yeah, and Cheli's hilarious.
And so is Yajaira. So
give us a follow.
It's
under the Book Fix, THEBOOKFIX.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Before we end our episode, we usually end with a dice roll. And if we get an even number, we will read a positive review off of Goodreads. But if we get an odd number, we're going to read a negative review off of Goodreads. And we are not connected to this review at all. So whatever it says, we're just going to let it be, leave it in the air, and that's the end of the episode.
And we're not going to discuss it either.
And we never do.
Don't expect us to.
Yeah.
At least not on camera.
Where are we going to
I don't know.
And also, fuck you. Okay.
Don't move Finn.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
so
just 2 fins.
do you want to look for one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice. It's just an app, and this was what it was last week. So whenever
I'm ready.
you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
4. That's an even, so a positive. It does have a 4.07 out of 5, by the way.
Oh my god, I'm about to get higher with us.
This comes from Amna, and she gave it a 5 out of 5 and wrote, 1,000 stars. It was even better than these Hollow Vows. Loved Abriela's development as a character. She's definitely a very strong main character. And Finn, top book boyfriend material. Bro, their romantic sexual tension scenes, I was melting and igniting and exploding and dying and crying. I would kill to have this be a trilogy, but oh my god, this duology definitely makes it to my honored favorite stack. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and we will talk to you next week. Bye! This is the one I wanted to talk about the most.
Me too. I was so excited to get your thoughts, your ideas.
You know what though? Like throughout this, did not think about ACOTAR at all.
Me neither. I did not feel like it was a carbon copy. I didn't feel like it was the cheap version of ACOTAR, because to any of our listeners who don't know, this book gets constantly compared to ACOTAR, and I just don't see it.
Me neither. They're different characters, they're different books, and they're both good in their own ways.
Yeah, but Finn does get compared to
Reese,
which we only read the first book,
so I guess we can't say much, but no. No, Finn is Finn.
Finn is Finn, okay? Finian is Finian.
Thank you. Wait, hold on. What page?